Fáilte a chur romhaibh go léir chuig searmanas brunnen ng radam inniu. Tásúla gom go mbainfí sibh tainmh agus inspiráid as a mbeidh ar siúl againn anseo. On behalf of the whole school community, I would like to welcome you all to our award ceremony today. Hopefully, we will be able to return to our traditional awards night this time next year, when we can gather together, all of us can gather together, students, parents and teachers, to celebrate the achievements of the year. In the meantime, we hope that your parents and relatives at home will enjoy the recording of this event, which we will broadcast on YouTube later in the week. For the moment, we have to take every precaution, and there will only be a small number of students and staff in the hall at any one time. And on receipt of your certificate or award, each student will be leaving the hall straight away. It has been a very difficult year for many families. We send our heartfelt condolences to those members of the school community who have lost family members to COVID, and our sympathies to those who became ill because of it. The pandemic has not just impacted people's physical health, but also people's mental health. In the same way that you would go to the doctor if you are physically unwell, I would encourage any member of the extended school community to seek help if you're suffering from debilitating anxiety or other difficulties. If you feel that you might need help, there's a contact list of useful services in the COVID section on the school website, so please use it. We would encourage all members of the school community to look after both your physical and your mental health. And one of the best ways to do that is physical exercise. Get outside and go for a walk, a run or a spin on your bike. Use the wonderful new greenways which have been developed along the canals. I want you to take 3 words from what I'm saying today, and they are muid faoin spéir, under the sky, outside under the sky. Please get outside, get exercise, and endeavour to spend as much time there as you can over the summer. We are close to the end of what has been a challenging school year. It was great to get back in September. We prepared well, and we went above and beyond what was required in order to keep everyone as safe as possible. We took temperatures every day, everyone wore their mask, we hand sanitised and disinfected desks, and it all paid off. We worked hard to keep our school clean, and even though we were short-staffed for much of the year, Paul stepped up and did a fantastic job. We're very grateful to Paul for all the hard work that you did in helping to keep us safe during this risky time. And I would like to call on Paul to accept a small token of our appreciation from Miss Quirk. And Paul will be glad to hear that it's a voucher for Buckley Cycles. And Paul does live up to the motto of a muid faoin spéir, and he gets plenty of exercise. You'll see him riding his bike all over Offaly. So thanks a million, Paul. Thanks, Paul. We'd also like to thank our parents who took the precaution of keeping children at home when they were under the weather. This definitely contributed to the safety of everyone. The fact that we had webcams in every class helped make sure that no student missed out on classes if they had to stay at home. As a staff, we are very proud of the work we did online when we were locked down after Christmas. We delivered a high standard of live online tuition to ensure our students' continued progression. We worked together as a team to provide training for each other, to share ideas and to support each other and our students. I would like to thank Ms Linda Tynan, Director of Schools in LOETB, for securing the funding to provide an iPad for each member of staff, which was of great assistance to us in delivering our online tuition. We are very proud of you, our students, for your extremely high level of engagement and the high standard of work you produced while learning from home. We know that it was not easy to follow lesson after lesson online, but the hard work which you did will stand to you. Great credit goes to your parents for the support and encouragement that help you keep on task. In challenging times, we all put our shoulder to the wheel, and we've come out the other side of this year in very good shape. As principal, I'm very proud of our whole school community. Thank you all, and well done. A small word about awards before we start. Remember, if you get an award, you should look on it as recognition for your hard work and see it as a source of inspiration for next year, whether you are still with us in school or heading off to 3rd level. If you do not get an award, you can take inspiration from your classmates' effort and lift your game next year to make sure that you are among the winners in May 2022. Before we go to Miss Quirk for the Roll of Honour, our music students will perform the song Hard Times Come Again No More.
Its many tears while we all suffer sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their bleeding love will stay. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Oh, hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more.
I would like to thank Miss Fagan and the following students. On vocals were Eloise Judge, Molly Doyle, Jamie Larkin and Emily Byrne. Instrumentalists were Mark Dunn, Ellen O'Brien, Daniel McInfinlay, Sophia Shield, Annabelle Scott Quinn and Aoife Longworth. Hard Times is a folk song that speaks of hope and how beautiful things can come from difficult times. It is an apt choice when one considers the year we have experienced. A year where we have seen this country battle a virus which has touched almost every home in the country. But thankfully, we are facing a brighter outcome with the vaccination rollout. We have all made great sacrifices this year, especially at school, and I want to thank all the staff and students for making the huge effort to keep everyone safe in our school community. In spite of the great obstacle of a pandemic, we are able to celebrate today the great work that has been done by you all, both online and here in school. This year in particular, the Roll of Honour is very special, as teachers and students have adapted and used their creativity and initiative to overcome the obstacles that we have faced. To each student and teacher involved, we commend the great work being done and congratulate you all on your success, which has been recognised both at local and national level. Firstly, last September, 2 students of our school were winners of Entrance Scholarship Awards for their outstanding Leaving Cert results from 2020. Tomas Griffin received his award from Maynooth University and is currently studying social science. Molly McNally, who was awarded a 2020 Excellence Scholarship from the National University of Ireland in Galway, and Molly is studying biomedical science in NUIG. In October, the Austrian ambassador, Dr. Robert Nader, presented Leadell Murray with the Otto Glasser Perpetual Trophy. Leodon won the Senior Irish Austrian Society Essay Competition 2020, but due to lockdown was not able to receive her prize until then. Aoife Mullen, Maeve O'Brien, Aisling Flaherty were also presented with certificates. This year, Emma Glavin won a prize in the senior category of the Austrian Essay Competition 2021. She wrote an essay on the effects of COVID on Europe and my future. Emma's prize is a ski lesson in Kiltiernan, sponsored by Ski Ireland. Her prize will be awarded at the Austrian Embassy by His Excellency Dr. Thomas Nutter in the autumn. She is pictured here with her teacher, Miss Stack. Tullamore College was one of just 7 schools to be awarded the National MFL Digital Story Award. Well done to third-year language students Eloise Judge, Roisin McMahon and Roisin Lally, whose work was showcased at an online event. They were awarded gift vouchers and an iPad for the Languages Department. Congratulations to the girls and their teacher, Miss McAvoy. Congratulations to Una Hughes, Nira Gurgrove, Tracy Hannon, Grace Tierney and Lucy Cullen-Nolan, who came second in the senior category of the Offaly Student Enterprise Programme with the TY company Untangled Books. Congratulations also to Caitlin Dunn, Roisin Farrell, Kate Tracy and Nancy Flynn, who won Best Report category with their TY company The Next Chapter, and to Eamon Bulger, Fionn Redmond, Aaron Gorman and Ben Gilmartin, who also reached the finals with their TY company Fab Wooden Crafts. Well done all, and thank you to their teachers and mentors, Miss Griffin, Miss Nolan and Mr. Lowndes. This year we had great success in the National ETBI Bli na Gaeilge competitions. The trio of Isabel McAuliffe, Katie Lynham and Eve McDowell Flynn were highly recommended for their thriller short film called Cunas Lida Hall. A super achievement for the second year students to be placed so highly in Ireland. Daniel Scally was announced as joint winner of the National ETBI Bli na Gaeilge short story category, where he composed a beautifully written piece called Faoi Solas na Gaelí agus na Réaltaí, based on traditional fairy stories. An amazing achievement for Daniel to win such a notable national competition, and thanks to their teacher Miss Orla Buckler. This year's Irish Junior Maths competition was held virtually, and a number of our first years entered the competition while learning from home. These students put in great effort in preparation and practiced their mathematical skills on a daily basis prior to the competition. They showed great ability and interest in the maths quiz, and this was reflected in the certificates they achieved for their participation. Well done to all the students involved, and pictured are students from Miss Kelly and Miss Callahan's maths classes who received certificates of achievement. On Wednesday the 12th of May, 3 junior cycle teams represented the school in the Education Credit Union All-Ireland quiz. Teams from 1st, 2nd and 3rd year performed extremely well in their answering over a range of topics, including history, STEM challenges, sport and general knowledge. From almost 300 participating teams, all 3 Tullamore College teams finished in the top 30, with our 3rd year team finishing in 5th place and among the prizes, after a nail-biting conclusion. Well done to all involved, including their teachers Miss Flynn, Miss Gallagher, Miss Butler and Mr. Doolan. SciFest. A number of our students have entered SciFest in AIT. They were awarded SciFest at school certificates as they put so much work into the projects and are representing the school, but they are still awaiting the results from SciFest AIT. Those competing with their projects are Which Mask is Most Effective by Tracy Hannon and Cassie Power, who went on to investigate to see which masks are most effective for fighting COVID-19. The Importance of Stretching and Warming Up by Roisin Farrell and Niamh Gorman. Roisin and Niamh carried out an experiment to show the importance of stretching and warming up before exercising. Aaron Martin and James Rush focused on does heavier weights make non-Newtonian fluids sink them further than lighter weights. Fionn Redmond and Eamon Bulger investigated the relationship between fans and sport events and whether they have an impact on the result. Smartwatches for or against. Abby Ging and Alex Doyle O'Connor did an investigation to see if smartwatches have a negative effect on people's mindsets surrounding diet and exercise routines. The Effect of Remote Learning on Young People by Lorna Daly, a research project looking at different people's opinion about remote learning and also how they felt after returning to school. Body Image in Today's World by Nira Gurgrove and Una Hughes. The girls looked at how female and male students think of body image and how social media affects their perceptions in today's society. Nature's Nappies by Abby Kate Monzel and Sarah Ryan. They investigate the effects of chemicals found in babies' nappies on normal sandbags. And Connected by Sam Malone, Sam Akinsuluri and Robert Eager. They completed a statistical analysis of the behaviour of an individual and its effect on notification levels. Congratulations to Aisling Flaherty in 6th year, who was awarded the Silver Goshka Medal. Aisling earned her award by setting and achieving goals in 3 areas: community involvement through a membership of Corn Low, personal skill which involved cross-stitching, and physical recreation which involved hockey. She will begin her journey for gold this summer. Her Goshka mentor is Miss Underwood. Well done to a number of students who entered the Young Economists of the Year competition. Daniel Scally and Paul Conway won first place in the Junior Environmental and Sustainability category, and to Alana, Eva, Jamie, Grace, Orla, Jacob and Lauren, who came second in the same category, and to the TY team of Avi, Caitlin and Roisin, who came third in their category, and thanks to their teacher, Mr. As part of the German Teachers Association of Ireland poetry competition, students created concrete poetry where the meaning of the poem is conveyed through its shape. Congratulations to Victoria Chirksenska, who was placed first in the junior category, and to Kate Tracy and Nira Gurgov, who came first and second in the senior category. Well done to the girls and their German teacher, Miss McAvoy. On the 7th of May, the TYs recorded their outfits to Junk Couture. They successfully made them using many different recycled materials despite the struggles with working from home. They have registered for the competition and are waiting for the voting process. Some of the group names are Fluffy Monster, Silver Magic, Trip to Wonderland, You Bake Me Crazy, and A Journey to Neverland. And that is our Roll of Honour for 2021. Well done to all involved.
Now we start our awards proper, and I want to call on Miss Noreen Flynn, year head to first year, to call out the names of the students in first year who are going to be awarded their certificates of excellence, and they will call up and Miss Quirk will present their certificate. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Each year, we award certificates of excellence to those students who continue to work hard while at the same time showing respect and courtesy to their teachers and also their peers. This year, these awards reflect work done by students since January, both online and after our return to school. I will now call on the students to collect their certificates. Holly Fachara, Lauren Duffy, Julita Karcheska, Ellen Marr, Grace Meehan, Niamh O'Connell, Kate O'Connor, Ella Pender, Annie Pigeon, Kayla Ravenhill, Lauren Rigney, Caius Ryan, Amy Slater, Sebastian Bard, Hannah Berry-Toohey, Ricky Chai, Ada Cleary, Ava Cox, Ellen Egan. We have Adam Garrity, Alana Greenan, Alva Hines, Joanna Jobby, Lucas O'Mara, Frank Onadasan, Isabella Panza, Georgia Warren Jennings, Amy Corcoran, Gemma Dunn Finlay, Isabel Foley, Brona Goodings, Sarah Gratian, Sadia Iqbal, Chloe MacDonald, Evie McGinley, Jamie Mulpeter, Una O'Brien, Aaron O'Donoghue, Philip Smith, Tiago Smith, Julia Medrick, Cynthia Didasha, Emily Byrne, Keelan Dunn, Ellie Dwan, Ellie Fox, Ben Scal, Cara Jennings, Maeve Carey, Sarah Kelly, Dermot McCabe, Shannon Malloy, Graham O'Connor, Conor Walsh, Donal Waters, Jodie Corcoran, Bria Daly, Josh Doyle, Stephen Elliott, Bella Gethings and Leah Hamilton. Well done. Okay, now call on Sarah Hannon, Alicia May Marr, Fionn Murray, Lillian Murray, Hannah Ridge-Klauska, James Saunders, Tori Summers, Kinga Stesco, Abby Thornton, Sarah O'Keefe, and Lucy Doyle. Well done, everybody.
Thanks very much, Miss Flynn. And now I will call on Miss Renee Gallagher, year head to second year, to read out the names of the students from second year who've been awarded their certificates of excellence, and Miss Quirk will present them.
Our Certificate of Excellence are awarded to students who have excelled across a range of subjects this year. These students have been nominated for excellence by their teachers because of their active participation in class, their positive attitude, and the high quality of work that they have produced over the year. I would like to call upon the following students to come up and receive their certs of excellence. Paul Conway, Mirren Gary, Caoimhe Gagan, Shauna Garrity, Evan Gorman, Rachel Gorman, Grace Grattan, Aoife Green, Abby Monsell, and Sarah Ryan. David Darcy, Kieran Deegan, Jamie Gary, Orla Hanlon, Lila Kane Walsh, Grace Malone, Isabel McAuliffe, Sophia Moore, Frinne Mihalan, Sienna Petrova, and Lauren O'Reilly. Eve Birmingham, Almira Chema, Sarah Corcoran, Katie Deverill, Leah Joy De Silva, Kyle Dillon, Aoife Farrell, Gary John Finlay, Alana Kelly, Ian Kelly, Sive Cohen, Sophia O'Connor, Caoimhe O'Toole, and Daniel Scally. Peter Burke, Caitlin Daly, Tanya Daly, Emma Dunn, Cathal Fogarty, Ewan Glynn, Maeve Lally, Katie Lynham, Maya Harvey, Adam O'Neill, Ava Kane Griffin, and Chloe Glennon. We have Hannah Doyle, Donica Kyogan, Kieran Meredith, Amy Nolan, Emily O'Connor, Dwayne Pangan, and Josh Sheeran.
Well done. Well done, everybody. Thanks for that, Ms. Gallagher. Now, our first individual award, I want to call on the JCSP coordinator, Miss Mary O'Connor, to announce the winner of the award.
Good afternoon. The JCSP Junior Cert School Programme Student of the Year for 2021 goes to a student who is kind, caring, friendly and hard-working. I'm very pleased to say that that student is Caitlin Coyne.
And now I call on Mr. JP Meehan, the TY Coordinator, to announce the recipients of the TY Awards and the overall TY Award recipient. Thank you.
Hello everybody. I would like to begin our Transition Year Awards by commending the group for the way they grasped the opportunities given to them. And I wish to thank them for their enthusiasm, determination and positivity over the course of the year. And although their year in TY came with many restrictions, I would like to thank them for making it such a memorable and enjoyable experience. On behalf of myself and the students, I wish to thank all the teachers who worked with them on the various projects, modules and activities. And also a special word of thanks to Miss Mary Dunstan and Miss Anya Brady for all their help and assistance throughout the year. I wish this group every success in all future endeavours, and I hope they apply the skills and the abilities they've developed over the course of the year on into their senior cycle and adult lives. Now on to the individual student awards. The categories for these awards, which are based on the desirable qualities expected of a transition year student, are as follows: collegiality, reliability, carpe diem and innovation. The recipients of these awards were nominated by both their teachers and their fellow students. Collegiality Award. This person displayed fair and generous behaviour while working with his classmates. He is a friendly person who was a team player and promoted positive working relationships with all the people he interacted with. The Collegiality Award goes to Jordi Amara. The Reliability Award. This trustworthy person demonstrated a consistent effort throughout the year and proved to be the person who could be depended on to get things done or make things happen. The Reliability Award goes to Nancy Flynn. Carpe Diem Award. Seizing the day or grasping all opportunities. The recipient of this award was determined to fully participate in all the programme had to offer. She took on every challenge and turned them into opportunities and thereby made a great contribution to the year. The Carpe Diem Award goes to Roisin Farrell. Innovation Award. The recipients of this award displayed great initiative, creativity and entrepreneurial spirit. The Innovation Awards go to Neera Gregorov and Lucy Cullen Nolan. And finally, the overall Transition Year Student of the Year Award. For this award, the students and teachers voted based on the following criteria: attendance and behaviour, achievements and goals and targets reached, personal growth and development, collegiality and teamwork, consistency and reliability, initiative and enthusiasm, and the overall contribution to the programme. The Transition Year Student of the Year 2021 is Sean Conway.
And now we come to the subject awards. So the first department that we have is Junior Art Student Award, and I call on Mr. Joe Catlin to announce the winner of the Junior Art Award.
I would like to present the award for the Junior Art Student of the Year to Elodie Labouris.
Thank you, Mr. Catlin. And now I call on for the music department, Ms. Catherine Fagan, to announce the recipient of the Junior Music Award.
This student's dedication and commitment to practicing their instrument has been exceptional. During lockdown, they spent most of their free time creating music, resulting in some amazing compositions. They are always happy to give a helping hand and to be involved in extracurricular music. It is my pleasure to present this year's Junior Music Student Award to Jamie Larkin.
Thank you, Ms. Fagan. And now I call on Mr. Richie Dalton as part of the Business Department to announce the recipient of this year's Junior Business Award.
Good afternoon, everybody. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to a very bright, genuine, mature, hard-working and diligent young man. These are the characteristics that will stand him in good stead in the future. The winner of the Junior Business Award is Michael Moore.
Thank you, Mr. Dalton. And now, if I call on Mr. Galen Elif to announce the winner of the Junior Engineering Award.
The following student has shown a great ability for both theory and practical aspects of this subject. He has consistently worked hard over the past 3 years and has been a pleasure to teach. The winner of the Junior Engineering Student of the Year is Cameron Baniasad.
Thank you, Mr. Elif. And now I call on Ms. Rennie Gallagher to announce the recipient of this year's Junior English Award.
The Junior English Award goes to a student who consistently works hard to achieve high grades. Her classwork and homework is always exemplary. She's a natural flair for writing, and she always shows a great interest in the subject. The Junior English Award goes to Molly Doyle.
Thank you, Ms. Gallagher. And now I call on Ms. Sarah McAvoy to announce the recipients for both the Junior French and Junior German Award.
So it is an honour for me to present this award to a student who, from the outset of first year, has shown such enthusiasm and natural aptitude for languages. His good humour and attitude brings such positive energy to the class, but it's his curiosity and constant desire to improve which really sets him apart. The Junior Cycle French Student of the Year is Robert Marr. And it's my pleasure to present this award to a student who possesses the rare yet wonderful combination of attention to detail and creativity, resulting in the creation of truly exemplary work. She has become a role model not only to her classmates but also to younger German students who follow in her footsteps. The Junior Cycle German Award goes to Eloise Judge.
Thank you, Ms. McAvoy. And now I call on Mr. Paul Quirk to announce the winner of this year's Junior Geography Award.
The Junior Geography Award goes to a diligent student whose work is always produced to a very high standard. Her superb attitude, application, and the outstanding ability she has shown in this subject earn her this award. She has been an absolute pleasure to teach. The Junior Geography Student of the Year Award goes to Robin Joyce.
Thank you, Mr. Quirk. And now we come to the Junior History Award, and to announce the recipient is Miss Orla Underwood.
Good afternoon. I'm delighted to be here to present the Junior History Award. This student has worked hard in history and shown great interest in the subject over the last 3 years. She has developed the skills of a true historian and displayed these skills by completing an exceptional CBA this year. The Junior History Award goes to Alicia de Cruz.
Thank you, Miss Underwood. And now we come to the Junior Home Economics Award winner, and Miss Dunstan is going to announce the recipient.
Good afternoon. The Junior Home Economics Award goes to a student who has excelled in both the theory and practical aspects of home economics. This student has shown a natural flair for the subject in both the craft and culinary aspects. In everything she does, she strives to do her best and always aims for improvement and perfection. The Junior Home Economics Award goes to Niamh Ahern.
Tommy Rasharísh, Bwalem Gleachanish inín Aoife de Butler chun an scoláire Gaeilge is fearr sa céad bhliain ógart. Má tá sin sa hala, bhfuil tá sin seo. So the junior on scoláire is fearr sa Gaeilge sa céad bhliain, the best Irish student in first year.
Is daltaí fear chumasacha agus siagasacha iad na daltaí a bhfuil an gradam seo búteach up amína. Ó hús na bína léirí siad sár chumas idir hascanna scríofa agus ó bhéal. Ní bháin sin ach cairí siad san na chóthaltaí feabhas a chuir ar bheithéin i gcónaí. Is iad na scóiríoirí iontacha seo a bhfuil an bút achub ná Emily Byrne agus Edie McGinley.
Anis Bwalem Gleach inín Orla de Butler chun an scoláire is fearr chun gradam an gradam sóisireach sa Gaeilge ógart inis.
Is gréagóir brachanasach é búirteoir hóiseach na bliana. Tháinig an dáta seo isteach sa céad bhliain agus sealamh na Gaeilge náisiúrtha aici. Ach leis na blianta beag nuas, d'oibrí sí go dtí díreach chun snas a chur ar teanga féin. Chun chuirdeachas ó chrí le Siún O'Brien, scoláthóir Gaeilge sóiseach na bliana.
Agus báilm cógáirdeachas ó chrí a sheola hiig Orla agus Aoife de Butler as ucht an leabhar nua a chur siad ar fáil. A lot of people might know this yet, but Miss Aoife Butler, Miss Orla Butler, in the last fortnight had a very important Irish textbook which they produced. It was published. So well done to Aoife and Orla for that. And it's available from Amazon. And I'd thoroughly recommend it. It will definitely help you improve your Irish. Now I would like to call on Miss Patricia Tyrrell to announce the Junior Maths Student of the Year for 2021.
The Junior Maths Award goes to a student who approaches work with real enthusiasm, who has become a creative problem solver and consistently demonstrates excellence in maths. She has natural ability and a very positive attitude. The Junior Maths Award goes to Laura Greenan.
Now, I would like to call on Miss Sarah Rossiter to announce the Junior Science Award for this year.
This year's Science Student of the Year is someone who has always presented her work meticulously, applied herself diligently, has striven for perfection whilst quietly and unassumingly developing a real love and enjoyment of science. She hopes to pursue a career in STEM, and today is hopefully the first of many successes coming her way in her chosen field. I am very proud to be her teacher and incredibly pleased to announce that the Junior Science Student of 2021 is Fatima Karimi.
Now I'd like to call on Mr. Declan Campbell to announce the Junior Technical Graphics Students of the Year for 2021.
This year's student for technical graphics is someone who since first year has shown a fantastic level of detail, a great natural understanding and an acquisitive approach to the subject. Not only have they a great ability in the subject, they're an absolute pleasure to teach. This year's award goes to Russell Walsh.
I'd like to call on Mr. Stephen Wynne now to announce the Junior Materials Technology Wood Student of the Year for 2021.
The Materials Technology Wood Award winner is a very hard-working and determined student. Her creativity, attention to detail, and excellent practical skills led to her producing a very eye-catching Junior Cert project. I am pleased to present the award for Materials Technology Wood to Roisin Lally. Well done.
Now we move on to the Senior Awards, and our first Senior Award is the Senior Art Award, and I'd like to call on Mr. Caslin again to announce the Senior Award winner for 2021.
The Senior Art Student of the Year 2021 is nothing short of a gentleman. I'm proud to present this award to the kind-hearted, talented and hard-working Mark Dunn.
I'd like to call on Mr. Dalton now to announce the Senior Business Student of the Year for 2021.
Good afternoon. The Senior Business Award. Determination, dedication, ambition are only some of the words that come to mind when I think about this student. This student's work ethic and enthusiasm in the face of every challenge that she encounters leaves me in no doubt that she has a very bright future ahead of her. The winner of the award is Kira Bell.
So our next award, I'd like to call on Mr. John Lowndes to announce the Senior Accounting Student of the Year for 2021. And Mr. Lowndes will remain then to announce the LCVP Student of the Year also.
Good afternoon. This year's Accounting Student of the Year goes to a student who has excelled in all aspects of the subject. She's a hard-working student who has shown a passion for the subject over the 2 years. Her dedication to her studies and her attention to detail is outstanding. I've been lucky enough to teach the student for 4 years, and it was a great pleasure that I announced Aidan Carroll as the award winner. The LCBP Student of the Year goes to a student who has shown an entrepreneurial flair over the past 2 years and an exceptional understanding of the business environment. Her attention to detail and her work ethic has been second to none. She has been a pleasure to teach, and the award goes to Aidan Finlay.
Now I'd like to call on Mr. Meehan to announce the Senior Engineering Student of the Year.
This young man's calm and meticulous approach and his attention to detail was exemplary. He has consistently performed to the highest level and excelled in all elements of the course. His project is a fantastic piece of work, and his understanding of engineering theory is superb. Senior Engineering Student of the Year Award 2021 goes to Caleb Standen.
I'd like to call on Miss Gallagher now, Miss Renée Gallagher, to announce the Senior English Student of the Year.
The Senior English Award goes to a gifted student whose flair, creativity and attention to detail makes her work stand out. Her peers and I appreciate her excellence as a writer. I'm delighted to present the Senior English Award to the real Aoife Mullen.
I'd like to call now on Miss Magali Rougerie to announce the Senior French Student of the Year for 2021.
Good evening. My Leaving Cert French class this year was particularly memorable. They were exceptionally hardworking with beautiful and engaging personalities. It was far from easy to single anyone out. The French Student of the Year is someone who has shown genuine passion and enthusiasm for the subject since her very first days in Tullamore College. Through good and challenging times, she demonstrated admirable resilience, work ethic, and positivity. I came across a quote that illustrates perfectly my belief in her. What lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. She brilliantly captained our French debating team, and I could listen to her speak French all day long. I will sorely miss her and her joyful energy. The Senior French Student of the Year is Claudia Grobich.
I'd like to call now on Miss Stack, Miss Anya Stack, to announce the Senior German Student of the Year for 2021.
Good afternoon, everybody. The 2021 Senior German Award goes to a student who is simply Leihwand. Her love for Austria and the German language blossomed after she spent time in Salzburg in the summer of 2017. She hopes to study law and German in the autumn, and we wish her every success. It is with great pride that I present the Senior German Award 2021 to Ellen O'Brien.
Now I'd like to call on Mr. Ian Feary to announce the Senior Geography Student of the Year Award for 2021.
The Senior Geography Award goes to a student who has demonstrated an enthusiasm and a flair for the subject that has been matched in equal terms by their extremely strong work ethic. They've been a leading force in the classroom over the past 2 years, helping to create a positive atmosphere of learning and achievement. It is my absolute pleasure to award the Senior Geography Award to Michelle Gorman.
Now I'd like to call on Miss Orla Underwood to announce the Senior History Student of the Year for 2021.
Now for the Senior History Award. This student has worked consistently well over the past 5 years, showing great enthusiasm and interest in history from first year. Through hard work and determination, this student has further developed the skills of a true historian in senior cycle, which will benefit them in their future studies. This student was a pleasure to teach due to his kind and caring nature. The Senior History Award goes to Brian Daly.
I now call on Miss Mary Dunstan to announce the Senior Home Economics Student of the Year Award for 2021.
On behalf of everyone in the Home Economics Department, I have the pleasure of presenting this award. The award goes to a student who has worked extremely hard over the past 2 years. She has a very strong work ethic and consistently produces work to an exceptional standard. She has a natural ability for home economics and it shines through in everything she does. The Senior Home Economics Award goes to Siobhan Green.
Well, I'm glad to in Nicogain con on Scholar a Gaige Shinshiruk Ogert.
Is Tullamore nearstochi in Cailín seo a chur críoch sa hanamsteach na chuid begóní. Thóg sí tror ag saib sí as a stúm hain, agus rud a bit irma ar a Cailín seo dhéanamh rinne sí agus tile. is ambassador ítach son na Gaeilge í gan dát. An scolar a hín seach sa Gaeilge ná méid ní bhliain.
Okay, I'd like to call on Mr. Dalton again to announce the Senior Maths Student of the Year for 2021.
The Senior Maths Award. It has been a pleasure to teach and work with this student. She displayed qualities of diligence, good example, kindness and respect, to name just a few. She is a sensible girl and a credit to her family. I wish her all the best in the future, which I am confident will be a good one. The winner of the award is Leiden Murray.
Thank you, Mr. Dalton, and well done, Leiden. And now we come to the Science Department, where we have a number of awards. So to present the first two awards is Miss Gillian Brown. She will announce the winner for this year's Senior Ag Science and also Senior Biology.
The Ag Science Award 2021 goes to a student who is conscientious and hardworking, self-motivated to consistently improve, and always puts forth their best effort in any task they take on. From participation in class discussion, to their homework, to their individual investigative study. They have a passion for the subject, both in the classroom and in the real world of agriculture. I'm delighted to present the award to Katie Hayes. Biology Student of the Year 2021 is a student who from the very beginning of fifth year was driven, motivated and relentless in their pursuit of excellence in the subject, always wanting to know how to improve and, more importantly, willing to put in the work to get there. They have a natural flair for the subject and have a thirst for knowledge in the field. All of these attributes will stand to them in the future, which no doubt for this young lady will be very bright. I'm delighted to present the Biology Award to Ava Jordan.
Thank you, Miss Brown, and well done, Ava. And now I call on Miss Elaine Howland to announce this year's winner of the Senior Chemistry Award.
Good afternoon. Right from the start of fifth year, this student showed a natural understanding of chemistry concepts. Throughout the 2 years, when she started a sentence with "but miss," I knew I was in for another very difficult theoretical question that more often than not went well beyond the realm of a Leaving Cert course. I am delighted to present the Chemistry Student of the Year to Leiden Murray.
Thank you, Miss Howland. Well done, Leiden. And now I ask Miss Noreen Flynn to announce this year's winner of the Senior Physics Award.
This year's Physics Award goes to someone who I've had the pleasure of teaching for 6 years. This student has worked tirelessly but quietly over the last 2 years at physics, both online and when in school. Her understanding and interest of the subject has grown steadily during this time. This year's Physics Student of the Year goes to Aoife Mullen.
Thank you, Ms. Flynn, and well done, Aoife. And now I call on Mr. Michael Doolan to announce this year's winner of the Senior DCG Award.
The Senior DCG Award goes to a student who has produced work of a very high standard throughout all of his 6 years in the school. His accuracy and attention to detail, combined with his flair for design, makes him a very worthy winner. He's a gentleman also, and he's been a pleasure to teach for all the time we've had him. The winner of the Senior DCG Award is John Gorman.
Thank you, Mr. Doolin, and well done, John. And I call on Stephen Wynne to announce this year's winner of the Senior Construction Award.
The Construction Studies Award winner has shown a remarkable natural ability for the subject since he started the course. His calm approach, meticulous planning, and excellent practical skills resulted in one of the best construction studies projects of recent years. The deserving winner of the Construction Studies Award is Caleb Stanley.
Thank you, Mr. Wynne, and well done, Caleb. And now we come to the LCA Student of the Year Award, and I call on Mr. JP Meehan, the Programme Coordinator, to announce this year's winner.
The Leaving Cert Applied Student of the Year Award goes to a very deserving individual. Friendly, thoughtful, caring, humble and hard-working are just some of the characteristics used to describe this young gentleman. He fully engaged in all aspects of the programme over the last 2 years. The Leaving Cert Applied Student of the Year 2021 is James McNamee-Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. Meehan, and well done, James. And now we come to the Excellence Award. Excellence can be defined as displaying outstanding qualities in a particular area, or on a practical level, it can mean paying very close attention to detail and always striving to be the best you can be. We are very fortunate this year to have AIB Bank sponsoring both our Junior and Senior Excellence Awards. These are awarded to students who are hardworking, determined, and are true ambassadors of Tullamore College. The winner of the Junior Excellence Award is a student who displays these qualities on a daily basis in school. He works hard in all of his subjects and he produces work of a very high standard. He does all of this in a good-humoured and pleasant way that lifts those around him. I'm delighted to announce the Junior Excellence Award winner is Oisin Daly. Now, the Senior Excellence Award. This student exhibits all the qualities of excellence. They have always shown an excellent work ethic and determination to succeed. He is very unassuming and has been a positive role model during his 6 years here in Tullamore College. His gentle mannerism is to be admired. This year's Excellence Award goes to Scott Millen. And now I call on Mr. McAvoy to announce a very special award that we have introduced this year.
Before I do it, I'm going to teach you a word, maybe a word you might know it already, and if you didn't, it's a new word for you, or maybe it's a revision for you. And it's the word indomitable, and what that word means is impossible to defeat or subdue. And we're going to present this award, and it's a special award, as Miss said, and we mightn't do it every year, it depends, but this year we have a very worthy recipient, and we've called it the Phoenix Award for Indomitable Spirit, and it's been presented to a young man who has shown a spirit which is impossible to defeat or subdue. A real warrior who is an inspiration to all of us. He is truly deserving of this award because of his indomitable spirit. It also helps when you have a great mum and dad and big brother in your corner. I will call on Miss Flynn, his year head, to present the Phoenix Award for Indomitable Spirit to James Saunders. Now, that brings me to the college medals. Am I right, miss? Sports award, sorry, I skipped. I'm going to call on Miss Karen Brady from the PE department to announce both the female and the male Sports Star of the Year award for 2021.
It has been a strange time for sport in Tullamore College, and just over a year since we've had any of our students wear the Tullamore College jersey. However, the students that are receiving the sports awards here today have achieved a tremendous amount during their time in school, despite the disappointment of a COVID-hit senior year. First up is the Female Sports Award. During her time in this school, this student represented the school with distinction across a range of sports, including basketball, ladies football and camogie. In 2018, she was part of our ladies football team that won the Leinster title and was awarded Player of the Match for her inspiring performance that day. She also led our school to one of its greatest sporting achievements in 2019 when she captained our under-16 girls basketball team to a first ever All-Ireland title. She played a vital captain's role that day, leading by example with an exceptional performance and finished as top scorer with 19 points to her name. She has represented the Midlands at under-15 and under-17 level and was proudly selected on the Irish under-17 squad in 2019. She has also represented Offaly at underage level in ladies football. She is a quiet, kind and unassuming character off the court or pitch, but fiercely determined, strong and skillful the moment she has a ball in her hands. It has been our immense pleasure to coach this student for the last 6 years, and we look forward to keeping an eye on her future achievements both in and out of sport, as I am sure there will be many. Female Sports Star of the Year goes to Maeve O'Brien. Next, we have the Male Sports Award. This sportsman has exemplified everything good about sport during his time in the school. He has acquitted himself extremely well in a range of sports, including hurling and basketball, and has won individual medals at county level in athletics. However, Gaelic football is his sport of choice, and he has led his teammates admirably during his time in the school. Given his talent, he was one of very few players to play senior football as a third year and backed that up, playing key roles for Offaly GAA at underage and minor level. With a sweet left foot and regular comparisons made to Kerry's David Clifford, he has been playing with Offaly under-20s for the last 2 years, and with right application has capability to go on and play for Offaly seniors. More importantly, the way he carries himself as a human being defies his sporting talent, and his humbleness, affability, respect for others, caring nature and integrity in everything he does will ensure he achieves in life, whether that is on or off the sports pitch. Male Sports Star of the Year goes to Morgan Tynan.
Well done, Maeve. Well done, Morgan. Thanks, miss. Now, we come to a presentation to be made to the 6th year head, Miss Elaine Howland, from Amy Bard and Ellen O'Brien.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. McAvoy, Miss Quirk, and fellow students. Amy and I will be speaking today on behalf of all of the 6th year students of 2021. Our journey began some years ago in an old school building with green carpets and overly hot radiators. It continued into this magnificent building that actually has proper heat control. We have laughed and we have cried, perhaps more of the latter in recent times. We have made memories, experienced the highs and lows of secondary school, and made friends for life. However, none of this would have been possible without the help and support of our teachers and staff. Mr. McAvoy, You were one of the first people that we met in this school. You were both intimidating and inspiring. And when you pulled a toy dog out of a box, we knew we were in for some fun. Over the years, you have guided us and ultimately shaped us into the adults we are today. Miss Quirk, they say that behind every great man is an equally great woman. In the last 6 years, we have certainly found this to be true. As Miss Gallagher recently said, there could be a live bomb in the school and you would handle it with both ease and grace.
A special thanks to Paul. Without you, the school would crumble, both physically and metaphorically. Your jokes never fail to bring a smile to our faces, even though you do call most of us Teresa or Mary. Not to mention that your beautiful rendition of Single Ladies as you stroll through the corridors will be missed. To show our appreciation, Blaheen has a gift for you. Wherever he is. This school has provided each and every one of us sixth-years with an opportunity to grow. Every project under the sun has been made available to us, such as YSI, debates, and the Erasmus programme. Our yearly in-house baking competition has always caused a few laughs.
We know whose mince pies was best anyway.
Aside from this, the PE department, as well as some enthusiastic volunteers, allowed us to participate in a wide range of sports. Basketball, football, horse riding as well. We have had many wins and some losses over the years, but the sense of school spirit has never waned. We have always been encouraged and praised, no matter what the outcome.
To our junior year heads and our tutors, thank you for making our transition into secondary school so enjoyable and guiding us through the rite of passage that was the junior cert. To our senior tutors, Miss A. Butler, Miss O. Butler, Miss Brown, Mr. Lowndes, Mr. Dalton and Miss Nolan. Mornings just wouldn't be the same without you. To our incredible year head, Miss Howland, thank you doesn't do it justice. Despite Miss Flynn's occasional teasing and the unfortunate incident of the saucepan, you remain calm and collected. On Friday, we asked sixth-year students to mention one thing that you've done for them. The results were overwhelming and had nothing but good things to say.
You've made a huge impact on our lives. You've always had our back. Our Leaving Cert experience has been far from normal. We have faced many uphill battles. It's been a tough year, even without the stress from exams. You've been there for us through it all, and whenever we needed you, you set us on the right path again. You've taught some of us, myself included, since the very beginning, way back in the old school. I can remember competing against the other science classes to see who could make the biggest crystals, and it's a tradition that still rings true today. We've only two complaints. One, that you don't share the heat of your spare heater when it's cold, and the other is that you never let us blow anything up in chemistry. To any of our incoming first years that are watching this today, you've nothing to worry. You're in good hands. There is no better person that you could ask for as a year ahead.
I think we'd be here for the next week or so trying to thank everyone individually. To our teachers, your work ethic, positivity and support means more than you will ever realise. We really could not have done it without you. We would also like to thank the Parents' Council, Board of Management and of course our own families. We are aware of how hard teenagers can be, so we both sincerely apologise and thank you. A special mention and congratulations to Mr. Mooney and Miss McNamara on your respective retirements. We wish you all the best and you will both be greatly missed by the entire school community. So, to conclude, we made it. Thank you so much to everyone who has made it possible and the very best of luck to the graduating class of 2021. Thank you.
I was hoping to say a few words, but that's a very tough act to follow.
I just had a small few words prepared. First of all, I just want to say that I feel very, very lucky to be standing here today. Firstly, that we are in the position that we can actually have an award ceremony in the school. But secondly, as the year head of a fantastic sixth-year group. And I know that I speak for the entire staff when I say that as a year group, you will be very much missed. You didn't get here to this stage of sixth year by accident, and there's been a lot of work put in by a lot of people to get you here today. So firstly, I'd like to thank your parents for all the support that they have given you every day of your life, and to acknowledge the fact that it is a household that goes through the Leaving Cert, not just an individual. I'd also like to thank your teachers who have worked tirelessly to ensure that you've received the education that you both deserve, online and in school. I'd like to also thank your past tutors and your current tutors, Mr. Dalton, Mr. Lowndes, Miss Aoife Butler, Miss Orla Butler, Miss Brown and Miss Nolan. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank your previous year heads, Miss Kennedy, Miss Turrell, Mr. Lowndes, and your TY coordinator, Mr. Meehan, for their guiding role. Finally, I'd like to thank Miss McNamara, Miss Quirk, and Mr. McAvoy for all the support that they've given both myself and the year group over the past 2 years. I have only had the privilege of being your year head for the past 2 years. And as you were my first ever year group, it was a path to the Leaving Cert that we travelled together. But now that you reach the end of your path in Tullamore College, I want you to look back and how far you've come, how much you've developed as a person, and to look at the friends you have made for life that's around you here today. You are all ambassadors of Tullamore College and of your family, and there's simply not enough awards here today for everyone that deserves one. There is so much I'm going to miss about this year group, apart from all the slices of birthday cake that keep getting delivered to the staff room for me. Every single one of you brings something unique and special to this year group, and without you, there'd be a missing piece. There is a spirit and a friendship within this year group that's very special, and I hope you bring that with you as the foundation stone for your future life to build on. Now, as you leave us here in Tullamore College and go on to your next exciting chapter in life, I want you to remember a quote by the American Olympic swimmer, Michael Phelps. You can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the further you get. Thank you very much.
So you will all have seen the honour board in the canteen, which goes back a good number of years now, and it highlights 5 characteristics that we would admire in somebody else. They were chosen by the staff a long number of years ago, and the 5 categories are altruism, determination, contribution to school life, geniality and leadership. And it's selected by a vote of the staff and the students. And every year it works out very fair, because people do they rise to the surface in each of these categories. The first category is altruism. This is somebody who has shown an unselfish concern for the welfare of others, someone who's kind, caring and helpful. And the winner this year is Emer McGilligan. The second characteristic, determination, and somebody who continues to try to do something even though it's difficult, somebody who keeps going and never gives up And the person who wins it this year has this characteristic in bucketfuls. And the winner this year is Liadon Murray. Contribution to school life. Somebody who has brought honour to the school, somebody who's been a great ambassador for all of us, somebody's there ready to help out when help is needed. And the winner this year is Ellen O'Brien. Geniality, somebody who's warm and cheerful and lifts the atmosphere by being there. And this person is a regular ray of sunshine, and the winner this year is Blahin O'Driscoll. And finally, leadership. Somebody who brings out the best in other people by encouraging those around them and by showing good example, by stepping up and helping out when help is needed and taking control when a situation needs to be sorted. And the winner this year is Ciara Bell. It has been strange this year with the awards, and we've lost a certain amount by the fact that your parents aren't here to see you win your awards, because that's always a lovely part of the ceremony. But please God, when COVID is behind us in the rear view mirror, we'll get back to normal and we'll have it right next year. The strength of our school is built on the quality and commitment of our staff. And as I always tell my colleagues, much to their annoyance, we are like the Dublin team, such as the depth and strength of the squad. Sadly, 2 of our senior members will be leaving us this year. They each have made a massive contribution to helping Tullamore College become the great school that it is today. Along with their exceptional contribution as teachers in the school, they have both been exceptional leaders, instrumental in the development of younger members of staff, and because of this, their impact will continue to be felt in our school. Mr. Mooney has worked in the school for 28 years, or as he said it himself yesterday when I texted him, he wasn't quite sure how long it was, he texted me back, yikes. And from this first day in the school, he raised the bar both in engineering and technical graphics. He's had many prize winners in the engineering competitions over the years, including the top Leaving Cert result in Honours Engineering in Ireland in 2005. He set a high standard for the colleagues who followed in his footsteps. Jim was also instrumental in the introduction and development of our transition year programme and was its first coordinator. He's been an excellent year head and has looked after several year groups from first to sixth year over the years. Jim fulfilled the role of acting deputy principal for 4 years and acting principal for 1 year. Before we moved into the new school, Jim managed the huge job of the procurement and installation of the engineering equipment, which has given us probably the best equipped engineering rooms of any school in the country. Your sense of wisdom and calm has been a constant pillar of support as a school leader, Jim, and we wish you long years of good health and fulfilment in this next stage of your life. Thank you for everything, Jim.
I just wanted to thank a few people, so if you bear with me for a few minutes. First of all, I'd like to wish Miss McNamara, the inimitable Miss McNamara, a wonderful life outside of teaching. She's the best career guidance teacher bar none. I'd like to thank Mr. McAvoy. I'd like to thank Mr. McAvoy for those kind words. More specifically, I'd like to thank him for the support that he's shown me throughout the years. It's always been something that I can hang my hat on. 90% of the work that he does goes unseen, it's behind the scenes. This school is a marvellous school. The fact that this school is a marvellous school is largely down to him. I'd like to thank Ms. Quirk, I'd like to thank the senior members of staff for all the support that they've shown me down the years. A very, very professional bunch of people and very helpful, very supportive. I'd like to thank the tutors who've made my life very easy as a yearhead, so they're very much appreciated. The engineering department, it's always been good fun going to work with those fellas, so I miss them. Who am I leaving out? I'm leaving out all the staff, so most importantly, every member of staff I'd like to thank for all of the kindness shown to me down the years. My thanks may not always have been explicit, but it's always been implicit. I'd like to tell a short story, one that I've told the 5th years before, so with their indulgence I'll tell it again. It's the one about King Solomon. King Solomon wanted a piece of advice that he could give to anybody, anytime, anywhere. So he sent the sages, the wise men and wise women of the kingdom out to come up with such a piece of advice. So they came back with the phrase, "This too shall pass." And that's a very useful phrase to remember in good times and in bad. It's very useful to remember if you're under a bit of stress and leaving cert coming up, there's going to be a lot of students under a bit of stress, and the phrase, "This too shall pass," might be of some help to you. It got me thinking, if I had to come up with a phrase to kind of sum up my advice, what would it be? Now, what I came up with isn't as poetic as that. It's more prosaic, but it is, give it your best shot. We're all good, bad, and indifferent at different things, and students will be better at some subjects than others. But if you give it your best shot, you might surprise yourself. But one thing is guaranteed, you will always feel better for doing so. So on that note, I'd like to thank you all. I'd like to, as the French say ça, that's it. I'd like to say goodbye and give it your best shot. So, arrivederci.
You forgot your chocolates, Jim. You forgot your chocolates. Oh, yeah. Mr. Mooney's a bit of a chocolate fiend, so that's why we got him a hamper with all chocolates in, and we know he'll appreciate it. He always had a secret stash. And I have to confess, I don't know if I ever told you, but one afternoon I was feeling very tired, and I thought I needed a show boost, so unknown to Jim, I raided his stash. But anyway, now I want to talk about our colleague, Miss McNamara. Miss McNamara has worked in the school for 23 years. You probably don't know this, but Anne started off as a French teacher and subsequently trained as a guidance counsellor. She put her heart and soul into the role from day one. On the guidance side, she left no stone unturned to find the course or the way into the course which best suited each student. When a student was in difficulty or in crisis, Anne went above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that the child was safe and getting the care that they needed. This did at times mean working after hours and even at the weekend, but this was never a problem to Anne. We are known as a caring school, and Anne in her work has been central to the fulfilment of that promise for many years. It was no surprise when she was awarded an Inspirational Teacher Award from NUI Maynooth, having been nominated by her students, or when we received a National Council for Guidance and Education Award from the Minister for Education in recognition of her significant contribution to the development of whole school planning and guidance in the country in 2020. As a leader in the school, among other jobs, Anne managed the transition of the incoming first years and was the kindly caring helper who eased their move into Tullamore College. Anne was also always on hand to help and advise the colleague who needed a bit of help. She was justifiably proud of the achievements of her children, Niamh, Dara and Shifra, who were all past pupils of Tullamore College. Thank you for all the care and advice for all the years, Anne, and we wish you a long years of good health and fulfilment in this next stage of your life also.
Jim stole my speech. It's very disappointing. So I won't hold you long. I just wanted to thank, without crying, Edward, Helen and Beatrice for all their encouragement and support. All the staff, including Paul, Geraldine and Mary, for their kindness, their support throughout the years and the fun we had. It's been great fun. All I ever wanted from my students was that you would find a job that you would love as much as I love my job. And I tell you that all the time, you'll know that. I come into class and I'd say, I love my job, I love my job. It is genuinely a privilege to work with young people. And I wanted to thank, I think it's over 2,000 young people that I've worked with over the years, and I wanted to thank each and every one of them for sharing their fears and their hopes and their dreams with me. And like Elaine, I want to thank this year's 6th years in particular. You can be very proud of how you've navigated the years and this year in particular and the challenges and how much resilience you've shown in a very difficult time. I truly believe the future is bright in your hands. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Thank you.
Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Jim. I'll personally miss both of you. Mar Uckal Skur, as a parting word, I would ask you all to please be careful. Continue to wear your mask when you meet other people and keep away from crowds, especially until your parents are vaccinated, and then even after that for your own sake. We don't know what's happening with the variants of COVID, so the new variants can be more transmissible. So please be careful now that you're coming towards your summer holidays. I'd ask you all to take a break from screens, read a book. The library is open again for borrowing. And finally, as I said earlier, get out with Fwyn Spare and get some exercise. And we'll see you all again next year, please God. And hopefully we will see, it'll be the next academic year. I always think in academic years. We will see our juniors up to 6th year in September, and then we'll see the 6th years, hopefully, for the grad in November. Thanks very much, everybody. Thank you.